All right, let's talk about a skill that can seriously save you some cash. And honestly, it can be pretty fun too. We're talking about the art of bargaining. And I'm going to show you how anyone, yeah, that means you, can get really good at it.
You've been there, right? I know I have. You see something you absolutely love, but then you look at the price tag and, oof, it's just a little bit too high. Well, that feeling? That's exactly why bargaining is such an awesome skill to have. It kind of puts the control back in your court.
Okay, first things first. Let's get one thing straight right away. Bargaining is not a fight. It's not about being pushy or getting into an argument. Think of it more like a conversation. That's all it is. A friendly chat to find a price that works for you and for the seller.
So what's the goal then? What are we trying to do here? It's really not about winning or trying to pull a fast one. The real goal is just to land on a price that feels fair to everybody involved. Simple as that.
You know, what's kind of cool is the word bargain itself. It's a two-for-one deal. It's the thing you want, a good price, but it's also the action you take to get that price. Getting your head around that idea is like the very first step to becoming a pro.
All right, so to have that conversation and make it a good one, you need the right tools, right? In this case, the tools are words. So let's dive into some of the key phrases that are going to help you handle any negotiation like you've been doing it for years.
First up, price range. This is basically just your budget, what you're willing to spend. And saying something is out of my price range is honestly one of the easiest and most polite ways to tell a seller, hey, that price is a no-go for me. It's super clear without being rude at all.
Okay, here's another great one. Shop around. When you say you're going to shop around, you're not just stating a fact, you're sending a little signal. You're telling them, I know what I'm doing, and I have other places I can go. You'd be surprised how often that little phrase makes them want to give you a better deal right then and there.
And this one is so simple, but it works wonders. The word pricey. Just the casual, that's a little pricey, does the trick. It's way softer than saying, that's too expensive. It gets the point across, but keeps things friendly and low pressure.
Okay, so we've got the words down. Now, how do we actually use them? This is where the strategy comes in. We're going to talk about how to piece this all together into a real conversation that gets you to that better price.
Believe it or not, this whole thing can be broken down into 4 super simple steps. First, you show you're actually interested in the item. You know, you're not just kicking tires. Second, you gently question the price. Third, you offer up a different price. This is key. It kind of resets the conversation. And finally, step 4, you find a number you can both agree on.
Now, if there's one phrase you take away from this, let it be this one. It's the magic question. Can you give me a better deal? That's it. It's so polite, so direct. It's like the key that unlocks the whole negotiation. And think about it. What's the worst that can happen? They say no. Big deal.
Seriously, that's all it takes. That one little question completely flips the script. Suddenly, it's not about a fixed price on a tag anymore. It's about a conversation, and everything's on the table.
Okay, so let's put one of our phrases into action. You say, I think I'll shop around. What does that really do? It tells them you're not desperate. You've got time, you've got options, and that creates a little bit of healthy pressure on them to maybe sweeten the deal so you don't walk away.
So what if they come back with a price, but it's still not where you want it to be? Here's your next move. That's still more than I wanted to spend. It's polite, not aggressive, and it keeps the door open. And here's a little pro tip for you. After you say it, just be quiet. That silence, it's golden. It often makes them jump in with an even better offer.
All right, you've done the work, you showed you're interested, you asked about the price, you've gone back and forth a bit. Now for the grand finale, closing the deal.
This next one is your closing move. It's when you say, that's my last offer. When you use this phrase, you're drawing a line in the sand. You're saying, this is my final number. We either make a deal right here or I'm walking. It's powerful stuff. And here's something you gotta remember. This is a two-way street. The seller can use this line on you too. If you say it, it means you're not paying a penny more. If they say it, it means they're not taking a penny less. Either way, it signals that the negotiation's pretty much over.
But let's circle back to the main goal, because this is really important. A good bargain isn't about crushing the other person. It's not about winning and making them lose. It's about finding that sweet spot, that win-win, where you walk away happy with your purchase and they walk away happy with their sale. Everybody feels good about it.
So let's do a quick flyby of the greatest hits, okay? Number 1, open the door with, can you give me a better deal? Number 2, push back gently with, that's more than I wanted to spend. Number 3, show you have options with, I think I'll shop around. And finally, close it out with, that's my last offer. Got it? Good.
And I want to leave you with this one last thought. Yeah, we've been talking about shopping, but think bigger for a second. This stuff, it's not just for buying a new lamp or a souvenir. It's about communicating what you want, finding a middle ground, and making a fair deal. That's a life skill. I mean, think about negotiating a raise at work, figuring out vacation plans with your partner, or heck, even just deciding on a movie with friends. So my question to you is, where in your life can you start using this?